Well, I'm of the mindset that desegregation had to happen, and integration was important and uh, necessary in this country. But I'm of the mindset that the implementation of integration was intentionally done to harm those who fought against status quo. And so when Black people were calling for desegregation and integration, they were not saying close our institutions. They were saying, if I have a school that's 2 blocks from my home, that my child should be able to go to that school and not have to be bused 20 miles to a school that's under-resourced. But it was intentional. States and local governments, and even at the federal level, withdrew funding and political government support from Black institutions as a way to punish Black people for fighting against segregation. And so you'll see Black businesses close, Black schools close, Black hospitals and banks and all of those things close, not because Black people did not want them, but because the resources that were required to maintain them were taken away from them. FAMU had a hospital on its campus. The FAMU hospital was the only hospital for 150 miles from people between Pensacola and Jacksonville. That's the only hospital that Black people could go to. It's going to close in the early 1970s, not because anything changed in the capability to provide quality health care, but the state stopped funding the hospital, and they moved the hospital to Tallahassee. They moved that funding to Tallahassee Memorial Hospital, and that's going to happen to our law school. The law school closes. It was still on the books, but the state stopped funding the law school, and they took the money and they gave it to Florida State University's law school. And so it was calculated punishment for people wanting to live as full citizens of the United States, and that's what you see happened in Miami.
I'm going to